Hi, so we're going to quickly talk about mentorship in data analysis. In your journey as a beginner data analyst, why do you need a mentor? Do you even need a mentor? Yes. Fortunately, mentorship is something you need in every skill, like every skill you're learning, whatever course you're taking, you need a mentor. It just helps you, right? So why do you need a mentor? First of all, you have access to download this link, this document, if you want to. If you scroll down this page, like the web page, you're going to see the link to download the PDF. However, you can just stick around for a while because this video is actually going to be more valuable than just the page slide. All right. So why do you need a mentor? You need a mentor for accountability. And this particular video is majorly for people who are already learning data analysis on their own. So let's say you're watching on YouTube, you're learning through YouTube, you're you have a free course, or you probably even paid on platforms like Coursera, Udemy, pre-recorded classes. Most times when you have a problem on those platforms, YouTube, Udemy, and all, you don't get to have a physical tutor. You don't have someone to go back to ask questions if you are stuck. Good. That is one thing mentors will do. They help you close that gap. So if you're learning on your own, you need someone, because I promise you it will get tough at some point. It will get tough for you at some point. Maybe something very simple, but you can't just figure it out. You've watched several YouTube videos just to move past that stage, but you can't, right? If you are watching a YouTube video and you drop your question in the comment section, what are the chances that the person is going to respond to you or make a video for you? Or the person is going to call you and say, oh, you know what? I just like you. Let me teach you what. No, absolutely not. And it gets tough. And when it gets tough and you don't have someone to hold you by the hand, I promise you there's a chance that you would quit. There's a high, if you're learning on your own, you don't have a friend, a brother, a sister, a family member, whatever, to hold you by the hand, or a mentor to hold you accountable. In fact, I don't want to exaggerate the number, but there's an 80% chance that you will not finish that course. Why? Because nobody's holding you by the hand, nobody's guiding you, right? So you need a mentor. Number two, you need a mentor to get clarity. I remember when I just started working as a data analyst. So I didn't complete my course at the time before I got my first gig. My first job was very, very terrible, super terrible. But the third one, like I think the third job I got, not the second or third job, was one of the jobs that gave me headache. And I'm not even exaggerating. This lady came back for correction more than 10 times. I kept correcting, like when she corrects something, I'll implement it. She'll come back and correct something else. Like over and over. It was really exhausting. Now imagine I had somebody at that time. I of course I later got a mentor, but at that time, all I would have just done was do the work first, show it to my mentor. The mentor will correct me, and not just correct me and say, oh, this is what I want you to do. The person will tell me, this is what I want you to do, and this is how to do it. Right? So you see that how, that's what your mentor does. The how, your mentor is going to teach you the how to do it. So clarity, part time, your mentor can decide that, you know what, let's divide this curriculum into 4 stages. And then this is stage 1, right? The mentor know what you should learn. Why? Because they're already in the marketplace. They're already in the workplace. They know what is important. So they will tell you what to focus on, right? So you're learning with clarity. You're learning that, okay, you're learning knowing that, okay, this is the stage I'm at, this is what I want to do, right? You're not confused. Okay, what should I learn next? What should I do next? Someone is there telling you what you should do next and supervising what you're even doing, right? Another reason you need a mentor is to avoid mistakes. I mean, think about it as a person, you as a person right now. There's something you are good at, and there's something you can actually teach the younger person behind you coming and say, don't walk through this path. There's always that thing, there's always something, right? See, that's how mentors come in. They help you avoid, like, what you would do on your own for 2 years, I promise you, with a mentor, you will do it in less, in a year, right? So yeah, opens network and opportunities faster. Yeah. Again, your mentors are people that are already in the marketplace. They have worked as a data analyst or marketing analyst, research analyst, sales analyst, financial analyst, business analyst, whatever analyst, right? They've worked somewhere. They know the market. They have a community. They already have the connections, right? So they can be your gateway into that opportunity. Don't underestimate them. So where do you find a mentor? I know I didn't put it here, but I'm going to say the first major place to find a mentor is that you pay for a course. Now, this video is not for you to pay for any course whatsoever. I just want to tell you this. Hear me out. When you pay for a course, I'm not talking about pre-recorded courses like you paid somebody or you paid a platform or you paid an academy like Coursera, and then they give you have access to the pre-recorded videos. Pre-recorded videos are only good for advanced learners. Like, let's say you already know the basics. You are very good at the basics and you want to learn more. You can actually self-learn. You can learn by yourself. You can just watch YouTube video and figure the rest out yourself. But if you're a beginner, you can't be paying Coursera courses. In fact, the top 2 complaints I get in my DM is people saying that they need roadmap on how to become a data analyst. What's the roadmap? And then number 2 is mentorship. You hear people telling me about, they have what's it called? They paid for Coursera and this and that. They've already learned this, but they are not still. Listen, when it's a pre-recorded class that you were not part of the life, forget it. Forget it. Always go for classes that you are either there physically or there like virtually live class. The reason is this: if you have any question, if you're confused, you need help, guess who you're going to meet? Your tutor. If the course is for 6 months, your tutor is your mentor for 6 months. And guess what? Even the tutor can still render mentorship after that, after the 6 months. So your first, like the surest bet, you don't want to stress yourself. You have the money to pay for a physical, a class, a live class, be it physical live class or virtual live class. Pay for a class. That comes automatically with a mentor. Number 2 is communities. Join community groups, LinkedIn communities, WhatsApp communities that have, data analysts inside of them, right? And if that being said, we have a data analysis community group anyways. If you have not joined, click the link on our Instagram bio and you're going to see the WhatsApp link. I think you can also have access, if you have access to this document, if you can download it, there's a button for you to click on and you will see, you can join our WhatsApp community, right? Join WhatsApp community, find people who are already doing great, right? And then send them a message. LinkedIn is a professional platform. There's so many people thousands of people who are data analysts. And let me sit here for a little bit. When people ask questions, how fast can I make it or make money in data analysis? It all depends on you. It all depends on you, really. If you hear people say, they make $3,000 remotely as beginner data analysts, like they've spent at least 1 year in the industry, and you hear someone else say, they make $10,000, and you're like, is that even possible? As someone who has spent 9 years as a data analyst, let me answer the question. Yes, it is possible. And this is not motivational. It's an open check. It's what you earn in this field is determined by you. Why am I talking about money earning when I'm talking about mentorship? When people send a message to one person, like you send a message to one person and you don't get a reply, that's it for some people. They just go and relax. Now, let me bring a story. When I started freelancing, right, one of these days, I just checked my profile and I saw that I had gotten 30 something job at the time. I'd gotten 30 something job, I think 33 or so. And I also checked the statistics of how many applications I submitted. I saw that I submitted about 100, 10 something, right? I was like, wow, I got 30 something job. Let's say 30. I think it's 33, 35. I'm not sure, right? At the time, I got 30 something job out of 100 plus application. That is impressive. That is like getting 3 jobs out of 10 application. That is actually very high. That is super high, right? And if I'm getting 3 out of 10, it meant that I probably interviewed for 6. That is actually absolutely amazing. It's a very big figure, but that's not even the conversation. The conversation here is that, I thank God that my technique and the method I use to apply is working, right? But I could have just submitted one application and maybe they turned me down and I just relax. So when you go on LinkedIn to look for people to mentor you, you're going to send so many DMs and so many DMs is going to get ignored. And you have to be resilient. That's what I'm talking about earnings. Like your earnings are determined by how resilient you are. Do you want to sit down and do this thing? Like tell yourself, okay, this week I'm going to send DMs to 10 people or to 20 people. Next week, if you're sending DMs to 20 people per week, that's 80 people per month. I promise you, even if 70 should ignore you, 10 people will respond to you. And guess what? You don't need 10 people to mentor you. You need just one person. So you can do that as long as 3 months. Yes, it's resilient. Now, this is where you even need a mentor in everything, because yes, quite right, you're going to need a mentor to walk you through data analysis. After you learn, that sounds so Nigerian. After you've learned, so what? Right? You are going to need someone to also push you into the marketplace. Like, get your portfolio ready. Okay, start apply. One of my mentee right now is currently interning with a US company remotely, right? Is a Nigerian. It's currently remotely. How did that even happen? It was it was so resilient. Before he got this particular one, he had applied to several others. Before I responded to his DM, he has been following me for a long time. So when I opened up mentorship, what's it called? Application. It was one of those people that I didn't really allow him to apply. He sent a message to me on Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, I like this guy. It automatically became my mentee. So even while other people, I had to go through the applications and all that, I didn't do the same for him. And when he became my mentee, he actually proved himself. Because when I tell him to do something, he does it, even does better and more, and come back with feedback. And come back with, updates, and then I'll give him feedback. Like that. Actually, I've been mentoring him now for the past, 4 months. Yes. So within these 4 months, he got his first remote job. Guess what? You can actually even be here for, say, 1 year and you don't get anything. Because you can't, listen, I don't want to make this video long, but be resilient means reach out to people on LinkedIn, as many as possible. Don't reach out to one person because that person ignored you. Like, why should they even respond to you? Why should a total stranger respond to another total stranger? Right? So you just it's a game of numbers. Then next thing is boot camp. Right? Boot camps, paid or free. You get mentors from there. Twitter, you also get mentors. Search for people. If you can't send them a DM because of how the old Twitter policy works, you can also send them, you can comment on their post, right? Bonus points is networking and events. Last week, I got an offer, a job offer. I did turn it down anyway because it wasn't aligning with my short term and long term goals, and I already have a lot on my table. So I had met this person in a conference. He was a speaker at that conference. I also was in the panel. I was among the panelists, right? And I actually liked the way he spoke. And then I checked him out on LinkedIn. I saw he was the CEO of a very big company, and I reached out to him. I said, "Hi, this is what you do. I see. I was at this event. You spoke about this. I complimented him, and I told him who I was or who I am. I beg your pardon, who I am, and he didn't. I think it was just like, "Hey Hester, how you doing?" That's it. That was it. 3 weeks later, he sent me a message and said, "There is a job. There's an opening for so so and so," and then we discussed. Listen, there's a way. There's a place you get to. You don't even interview anymore. It's the CEOs, the founders that sit. Do you know how many founders and CEOs I've actually had a meeting with? I mean, we're talking about a job role, but I was having a meeting with them, not like, oh, an HR. Most big companies that reach out to me, I don't talk to the HR. I don't. Because at the end of the day, you might end up still talking to the HR as per, oh, protocol. However, when it comes to recruiting, because they've seen what you've done, it's the CEO, the founders, right? So imagine meeting a founder at an event and I reached out to him 3 weeks after. It doesn't happen like that for some people. Some people at that moment, they are hiring. So if you reach out to them and like, oh, are you hiring? If they say yes, you interview for it. And if they say no, I promise you, you've telling them about yourself, you've already sowed a seed in their hearts. So whenever they're looking for someone to hire, they would want, first thing, they will consider you first. They'll consider you first. So yeah. Next thing is how to approach a mentor. How do you approach a mentor? First thing first, great, introduce yourself, compliment them, find something they are doing well, right? Find something they are doing, check their profile, check their social media profile, and see what they are about. Oh, I see that you're about so and so thing. That's awesome. I admire this and all that. I'm a data analyst and I've also been enjoying this journey for the past 4 months, 5 months. I love to learn from your journey. Could you guide me on how to stay consistent in this field? That's one subtle way. Never say, please mentor me. When you tell someone, please be my mentor, what they hear is not, please be my mentor. They are hearing, please add more work to your work. So you're like telling me to be your mentor. I'm hearing, add more work. You want to add more work to me. But when you subtly say it, or give them a second option, can I have 30 minutes of your time, if you don't mind? Anytime you're free, it's fine by me. 30 minutes. They can easily give you 30 minutes, audience. It's not 30 minutes. They'll give it to you, right? Never ask for too much. Ask for the little that they can give, right? Show that you're already learning. Don't come out like a newbie, a beginner. You don't know nothing about data analysis. Show that you're already learning, right? Show that you're serious and you're willing to put in the work. How do you maximize your mentor's time? Come with specific questions, not teach me everything. So when I'm going to meet you for 30 minutes, come with your questions ready. Answer the questions so that your mentors can answer the question. Do the work, then ask for feedback. When they ask you to do something, go and do it, update them, and give them feedback. And they will give you feedback. Now, listen to me. When you eventually get a mentor, don't expect them to be sending you a message every day or even every week. They are also busy. They are working. They have their life, going on. So they might ask you for, no, I think I love most of my mentees for this particular reason. They can send me a message and I will not reply for 2 days. And when I eventually reply, we have a long conversation, right? Because your mentors are busy. Don't waste their time. Always report to them, whether drop a message, whether they reply or not, just keep dropping the message. Hi, I'm just checking up on you, ma. I'm just checking up on you, sir. Oh, I'm just checking up on you. Oh, have you had time to review this? Just take your time. When they are now free for you, they will give you their entire time. But you can't be messaging them every day. People don't like extra work that like that, especially if they are doing it for you for free. If they are mentoring you for free, take notes, okay? Implement what they've asked you to do. Give them updates. Always give them updates. Take away your pride. Saying something like, oh, he doesn't care about me, or she doesn't. Take away your pride. Give them updates. Tell them what you've been up to. I'm not talking about your personal life. I'm talking about everything that is related to data analysis. Mentor won't do the work for you. They only guide you, and you do the grind, right? You do the grind, and trust me, I don't want to hammer this over and over, but this is it. In this industry, how much you earn is dependent on you, okay? We have a community group. You can join our community group. We also have a mentorship class for people who are already learning on their own and they just need someone to guide them through. Like, oh, tell me what to learn next. Tell me how to go about it. Tell me where to get free resources and materials. If you need that guide, we have a 2-month mentorship, right? And it come at a cost. If you click on that link, you are going to, it's going to take you straight to our mentorship page, and then you can see for yourself if it's something you like. And if you decide that, you know what, I'm not just going to get a mentor, I just want to get the full course itself instead, right? Let me just get the full course and get someone to also mentor me while I also learn live when I attend a live class. Then you can also check out our training options. We have the group classes and we have the one-on-one training. Here are the benefits of each classes. The one-on-one training is almost the same thing with the group class anyway. It's just the fact that it's one-on-one, like it's just you and the tutor. Do you get? You don't have more people. It's just you and the tutor. So it works for people who like to learn privately, who like to learn at their own pace, who like to have a personal mentor. Like that mentor is yours, just for you, right? Who also likes to, like you have many questions, but you don't want to, that's about it. So I hope this video was really helpful. Thank you for listening. And if it's helpful, take actions. Also, I'd like you to drop your thoughts in one of our posts on Instagram. Just drop a comment and let's say thank you.